Well, it was Heritage Night, late 90s, 2000s. And well, for the Sharks, they were Backstreet Boys because they definitely weren't in sync tonight. We'll break this one down and go through pain right now here on Teal Town After Dark. Oh, pain, pain. Oh boy, that's a tough one. Yes, Washington is one of the better 5-on-5 teams in the league, but damn, that hurts. Sharks lose a lot to little, 7-1 over Alex Ovechkin in the Washington Capitals. We welcome you to this edition of Teal Town After Dark, your live interactive Sharks postgame. We do this after every game. Why? Because we like to torture ourselves and have some teal therapy. So if you want to be part of the show, chat with us and fellow hockey fans all over the world and in Sharks territory on the YouTube page or the app. You can always follow us on the social. Stick taps to Felix on gifting them the games on those social media garbages. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, you can do so on Venmo at tealtownusa. And with that, I say good evening. Well, actually, technically, where he's at, good morning to
Good morning.
How the fuck are you?
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, this isn't the best game to have stayed up for, if I'm honest.
Yeah. No.
There's going to have to be a lot of filler today because we're going to have to find something to talk about.
Yeah. Well, that's where the chat comes in, my friend. Oakland Guitars. It's a long season. St. Taco, what a night. Felix, I see a puck guy has been borrowing from Randy Hahn's book of puns. Oh, you have no clue what's coming. Oh, boy.
Puck guys, my mic having a lot of issues?
You definitely were. You sound like you're eating a little bit and then going to ask if I wanted fries with that a little bit, but I thought it might have just been on my end. Yeah, you were overmodulated a little bit. Just pull it back a little bit. You're good.
Okay.
Oh. Nope. Nah, that sounded like the bad audio coming in.
No, don't worry. That was me.
There we go.
Forth and trying to get my audio balanced. Don't worry.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds good. Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, funny. Find it interesting. Mac hasn't been finding the net recently. Great with assists and as usual, but really hope he can get back to scoring soon, especially with Dallas coming up. Yeah, definitely noticing he's been passing a lot more, passing up shooting chances as well, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know if that was something that's just been happening with Warsofsky trying to mix things up, because there's a couple of players that have been playing a little bit differently. But also it's been something that we've noted before, is just the Sharks seem to just pass sometimes when it doesn't necessarily make the most sense.
Not the first time we can say, no, stop the passy.
Oh, I remember the good old Sharks power plays where it was just passing for a minute and a half.
Hey, at least that one didn't give up a shorthanded goal. Oh, wait. Tonight was a different story. Hey, great. Yeah, if you're looking for a shark with a shark tooth necklace and no tarp on, you've come to the wrong game tonight, unfortunately. The Sharks finishing up a 2-game homestand against the Washington Capitals. Is it Alex Ovechkin's final visit to San Jose? Well, if it was, he showed why he...
well, he really took a dookie on us putting up a deuce, so...
Oh. Damn. Sharks coming off a big win over the Utah Mammoth, who are just annihilating the Ducks right now. So, way to have a revenge game of sorts.
Yeah, no love lost there.
Yeah. Alex Ovechkin would get his 13th of the season from Waugh at 825. Definitely with Askarov as the starter, you just I don't know. Was it me or and this becomes an overall theme here in the first period? Seems that everything was just all mixed mash. Askarov definitely was swimming all around tonight in net a little bit.
I don't know how many of those goals I can realistically blame on Askarov. Jeez. I don't really think that there's any that I'm going to be putting on him. There was just some really diabolic defense in that first period.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I was talking to you before the podcast started that Askarov was only in for about 17 minutes. He had 12 shots against. Askarov was in for 42 minutes and only had 18 against.
You mean Nedeljkovic?
Or sorry, what did I say?
I thought you said Askarov and Askarov.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, Ned was in for 42 minutes. But yeah, it's like we didn't play defense in the first. I know that Jules took her snapshot of Klingberg at one point. That, yeah, I know. I was noting that just I don't think anybody was covering their man in front of the net. At one point we had 5 people in front of the net and still didn't cover our man.
Plus a goalie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one of those nights, my dude. You know, and just and then 2-0 on the power play. Klingberg gets pickpocketed, turnover, and I think this was the one that just I think kind of just like okay, we don't have it tonight. And yeah, I hate to say that it was happening at 2-0, but. That shorthanded goal. I mean, okay, so Sonny Milano makes it 2-0. Ryan Leonard, you know, first time he's taking on Will Smith, that's not his teammate, makes it 3-0. But Brandon Duhaime makes it 4-0. I mean, I'm trying to pull it up really quick. And thank you, Felix, for bringing me the highlights. But oh my God, that first period was just so oofy.
Yeah, I will say one thing if we want to, play the game of, oh, well, this is how they did. We did better than the Ducks tonight.
Yes.
7-0 as it just finished. So there's that.
Yay.
Not sure what it means to us, but at least
Yay.
Anaheim.
Yay. Oh my gosh!
I got 7 points off of Utah players for our fantasy league, though, so that's nice.
Yeah, Ruben, let's just say thank you for watching us. Be fortunate you didn't watch.
You don't need to keep that recording on your VCR.
Yeah, you could just throw it away. It's Yeah, and like AJ saying, to be fair, or wait, sorry, let me do it in AJ saying. To be fair, if your netminder isn't in net, there's probably a big problem. Yes.
Are we talking about after we pulled him or like during?
I mean, just saying. Yeah.
Whoa. Who's confused by the fact that I said a VCR? Come on, they still exist.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is painful. Painful. And we'll talk with Kuda and a little Misa and the Kuda in a little bit for that. But yeah, I'm pulling this up because this was just a microcosm, and I hate to be picking on the freaking guy, but holy hell. I mean, just so bad.
I'm not sure what you're about to bring up, but if you don't want to do it, I'll pick on him. I have no problem doing that.
Oh, I know. I know you don't, but I'm sorry, but you just this whole play on the fourth goal, and it was the shorthanded one, and and just oh God, come on, you piece of crap, work already. Maybe it will. There we go. All right, let's see here. So this one, Klingberg loses the puck on the power play. He gets harassed by one guy. Then there's two guys magically there. And then, not only that, but we're drop passing through the legs to Duhaime. I mean, to have that silky smooth, sexy goal short-handed.
Well, and the thing we should be talking about here is they did the thing you're never supposed to do. How many times have we seen drop pass on breakaway fail miserably? And
I mean, the camera angle at the corner of the ice is perfect because it can pick up that.
Yes, the Sharks fans' reaction.
Oh, that's Klingberg there, man. Oh my God.
Are you sure he wasn't in the stands? Because I wasn't seeing his play on the ice tonight.
Oof. Might have lost audio there when I went full. My bad. You think Klingberg scratched this game? No.
Well, maybe, but Letty?
You want to put both of them in, then it's guaranteed game over. Yeah. No, yeah. Oakley Guitars. No, Klingberg is going to be on the top line centering Mac and Willie. Oh, man. Yeah, 4-0. 4-0 just is like, oh, come on, Eric, let him have it. Let him have it. You want me to let him you want me to go off on this team? I would love to. I would absolutely love to, but just. But one of the things, and I see AA Sports doing the same thing. I was at the game. Cut Klingberg tonight. Call up Luka, another defenseman for Gudo, or play with one less than life. If it really comes down to it, however they want to handle it, just sack him. Okay, so first things first. You can't do what the Clippers did with Chris Paul. Okay. So that's obviously another thing. You can't just say bye and let him go. And AJ, I know
basketball.
Yeah. which for me doing that, I mean, I'm the one that just basketball. I mean, yeah, I'm just such a diehard Warriors fan. But I think he has like a AG, help me out because he mentioned it on Technologist. He can't go. He can't be moved until January 30th. So he's on this team no matter what. And if we're going to trust the process here and just keep doing what we're doing, he's a healthy guy on the team right now. I mean, that's how you do it. But it's just like,
yeah. And I know, I think I saw that AJ was saying that they're going to give Letty and Klingberg later flight times. I have a feeling after this game, it's going to have to be like the Brazil national team after the 7-1 loss to Germany. They might need to find an alternative exit to sneak the player out of.
Oh, boy. Brian Bishop, let's all pitch in and get Jules a Klingberg jersey. I can hear her saying F you from here.
Well, I mean, you say that. There might have been talks of a different player on the Sharks being the punishment this year.
See, again, this is why you come to us, because you can let it out. You can release it because you don't want to go to bed and feel, crappy about your team. AJ saying January 30th is when he can be moved. But he can be scratched until January 30th. Yeah. Why? Okay.
He can be sold for future considerations.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
I hear that player's been moving around the league a lot.
Yeah. So that's 4-0 after one. Then the second period, the Caps would add on a couple more. Some guy named Ovechkin gets his 14th on the power play, loose puck. He gets goal number 9-12. there. Dylan Strome with the tip in late in the period just to add more salt to the wounds and you know, just a painful one there. Third period, Ryan Leonard, his second of the game, showing that yes, if you are a BC guy, you can score 2 goals in a game, and it doesn't always have to be Will Smith. But then, hallelujah, hallelujah, the Sharks would get a power play. They would capitalize, although the mysteriously the Caps were going to challenge it. I don't know. It seemed like it was
I'll
a
be honest. It
I,
was
I,
a really weird one to do because I'm like, really 7-1? You're gonna make the challenge? I know you want your goalie to have
yeah.
the shutout, but I'm like, really?
I think
This
more than
is what you're challenging?
I think more than anything, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was.
Was
I guess we'll challenge it. If he gets the shutout, great. And if we get a penalty, oh no!
right. I quite honestly think that's what it was. Is that they were trying to preserve the shutout in some form. Um, let's see. I think this is it right here. But Orlov with the bomb from the blue line, it goes off of Regenda before he crashes into Liljegren. I mean, Regenda trying to definitely make a spot for the Slovakian national team. But here's a nice shot here from this angle with the traffic and everything there. Orlov, beautiful shot, dude. I mean, and it doinks off the blocker, doinks off of Regenda and in. I mean, at least he's going to crash the net, do something.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, Regenda's got, you know, isn't he at 3 points in 2 games or something like that?
I want to say, you're talking Regenda?
Yeah,
I believe.
he's got 2 goals. I know that, but doesn't he have an assist as well?
No, he does not have an assist. He's just got 2 goals.
Okay, just the 2 goals. Yeah,
And,
no,
good.
he's been looking pretty good. I've been very happy with his play in the few games that we've had him called up. I mean, if he continues to have this play, I see no reason why he couldn't be on the bottom line next year. I mean,
And helping out. I mean, he's been such a go getter for the CUDA, and of course, you know, it's Pavel. Don't call me Regenda. On that one. So second goal of the season for him. Second goal in back-to-back games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That would be it. And trust me, do you really want us to recap it further? I don't think so. I mean, this all around just looked like a team that wasn't ready to go today.
I mean, we can talk about Iorio trying to fight with his former team. That was entertaining until him trying to joust with Leonard allowed him to get a goal.
Yeah, just unacceptable. And to do what they did on Monday night, Tyler, to do what they did on Monday night and then just lay an egg like this. I mean, yes, again, as we mentioned at the top, you know, Washington, one of the best, you know, full strength teams in the league, but oofa.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the sport of hockey. There's just sometimes where games don't really seem to make sense. Like we were talking about earlier, Utah Mammoth put up 7 and got a shutout against the Anaheim Ducks, and yet we got 6 goals against them, and they only got 3. I can't tell you why it happened. And, you know, lo and behold, we're going to watch as the Mammoth go and play the Capitals, and then, you know, the Mammoth will win or something like that, and we're just like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, no is basically.
Do we chalk that up to a mix of bad defense and a young core? Maybe.
and definitely you saw that in the third period where Warsofsky put out the second power play unit throughout the third early on and often. In fact, I think one of the power plays they were on the ice the entire 2 minutes.
Very close,
Um,
yeah.
and then when the power play one did get on, Klingberg was not on it. Um,
Well, and also something that I said while I was just watching the game is I'm actually really surprised we're putting Regenda out there on power play too. But I've really liked him. I mean, we're talking. I think it was it like last podcast or something, or maybe it was on the Discord. I don't remember. That we need somebody that will play in front of the net as Regenda has been doing,
right. And can
and
always
that's how
use
we got
that.
our only goal.
Right. I mean, in 19 games for Regenda with the CUDA, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. And definitely has been a helpful guy. I think playing, of course, they would love to say playing the right way. Um, you know, don't think they're not thinking it.
I,
And Dave kind of mentioned one part too earlier in the game. What's insane is this game is probably totally different if Goodrow doesn't miss the wide open net in the first part of the first period.
to be fair, um, that wasn't he missed the net. It was a save by Lindgren.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, which goalie
That
was
guy
in the
who
net?
stopped a lot of things
Lindgren.
today. Yeah. Brian Bishop saying Eklund needs to step up too. I thought he was starting to, but took a step back tonight. A lot of guys, let's be honest here, a lot of guys took a lot of step backs tonight. This
Yeah.
is
There was
not,
there was not a lot of spark from the first line.
no. And, that's the troubling factor here is if that top line isn't going, it's not going at all. And I'm looking at, Will Smith, 1 shot, -2. Celebrini was also -2. He had 2 shots. Oh, cool. Toffoli, who ended up being on power play 2 tonight, so he did get a little more time. 2 shots, but only played 14 minutes, which is kind of interesting. I mean,
Well, and AJ just brought up, if you want to highlight it, that the starting the third period with our third line. I also noticed that we started the first period with our third line, which I thought was quite odd. But I don't really know what to make of it.
yeah, I mean, moving up Gaudette as well. I mean, granted, Gaudette had a nice game on Monday night as well, and I thought they were doing okay. But yeah, line blender out big time to be a third period, especially when you break up the kids together.
It was something that we brought up early into the season is that, when we were really, really struggling for defense, that Warsofsky would be no problem having out the blender. I don't know how much it's been working, but I think it's showing that he's getting frustrated with how inconsistent and how we're unable to really produce across multiple lines, is that we are so dependent on that first line. But the instant we chop them up, nothing works.
Right. It's just quite interesting to see. If you want to separate them, it's like McDavid and Drysdale. Don't separate them. Oh my God. Or Marner or Matthews. Don't do that either. Oh my God. Barthes Battalion with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Our super chats do go help to keep the lights on and make sure no one's paying out of pocket to put everything together for you to enjoy this podcast. Saying I joked to my coworker that Goodrow failing to score off of that magnificent graph pass in the first means we're going to lose. I'm a prophet. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for the omen.
Yeah.
If we get rid of you, does that mean we get rid of the black magic?
Now.
Thanks for
Stop
the
it.
$5, but I'd rather have the win.
So this is quite interesting. The Sharks are now putting out their own post-game pressers.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
Well, they just posted the Warsofsky one, which is quite interesting.
Ooh.
Before we get to that, let's get to some of the comments that AJ has quoted already for us. So thank you very much, good sir. From Adam Gaudet, we have to get out of this win-win lose-one funk. We didn't follow our game plan. We have to pile up some wins. Spoken like a team that wants to make the playoffs or something.
Don't worry, Barthez. We're not getting rid of you. But
No.
yeah, it's not good to go back to back high and then incredibly low, and probably our worst game of the season, to be honest.
Oh, I'm giving up the most goals, that's for sure.
That's actually not true. Unfortunately, I believe that was the Anaheim game.
Adam Gaudet. We didn't do the right thing to do the right things. Faceoffs didn't dig in off the start. Well, here's the thing. They've been crap in the faceoff circle for a while this season. Unfortunately, I mean, getting dominated so badly.
Yeah.
And tonight, let me look it up while I can. I mean, it's just like face-offs, 56 to 44%. They had lost, so not as bad as it's been. But I mean, there have been times where this team was like losing 70% of the face-off draws.
Yeah. I haven't looked into individual face-off numbers, but I do know that it feels like.
Don't worry, I can do it. Hang on. Go ahead.
I think Delandry has been perfectly fine for this team, but I think when it comes to his center performance, he's not the best. I think I'd much rather have him as a winger, but we are missing Misa for forever.
Yeah.
I don't know what Misa's center numbers were being, but also being that he's young, I don't expect him to be particularly good.
Yeah.
But I am curious, how has Macklin been doing?
So Macklin won 66% of his draws. It's kind of funny how you highlighted those two, and they weren't horrible tonight. 66% for Mac. Delandry was nearly 56% on his draws. Alex Wenberg, however, 38%. Gaudet 40%. Kurashev 37%. Regenda was perfect tonight on draws. So. He's having. I mean, if there's a game, I think
there's a spot on the fourth line we could put you.
I think it's Ian and myself on Sunday. I was like, stock up, Pavel Regenda early on. So, but yeah, definitely when you're losing draws, you're not dictating the game, and you're definitely getting in the. Excuse me, definitely getting. Losing it and not dictating the game itself. So, moving onward to Gaudet. Ovi's the greatest goal scorer for a reason. You always have to watch him. Well, then why did you let 2 goals go by? Damn it!
I'm not sure if Gaudet was on for those goals. I know for one, he definitely was not the one responsible. For the other one, I do not remember if he was there. Yeah, no, I agree with that. We always have to watch him, which is why the first goal, when who's covering Ovi in front of the net? I actually do know that answer.
Which is
Orlov. Where were you? Why were you tripping over your partner?
Yeah. Gaudet, they played a hard-nosed game, get pucks to the net, and that's what we need to do 100% of the time. Yes, you need to give 110%, 100% of the time, according to the coach promo on the NHL Network from like 15 years ago. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty simple. Orlov, speaking of which, your boy is saying we weren't on the same page. It was boys versus men tonight.
That's not a great thing to say when you were brought onto this team to be one of the men.
You're right. It's a learning process, long season, tough schedule, but no excuses. Sometimes you have to play simple. We didn't. Okay. All right. Well, there's a backhandone for the media. That's for sure. Mario Ferraro from their first goal on. Once we gave up the first, it just snowballed despite what we thought was a decent start. Fair, but you know, when you allow 4 goals in 10 minutes and chase your goaltender who was getting all the love from the media and even having Jeff Merrick and Greg Wyshynski making Nashville look silly for that trade.
Yeah. And I mean, it was a decent start offensively, I suppose. We had a couple of opportunities, but the defense did not start at all in this game. It was never a good time that the
No.
defense was on.
No, defensively they got to be more sound. Ferraro continuing the saying, they take care of their own end, a mature group that doesn't shoot themselves in the foot. Stating the obvious, but Ovi knows where to go and how to find space. He's going to find the back of your net with that much time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, AJ, thank you for that as always. What are you laughing at? What do we got?
Oh, no, just laughing at the comments of, yeah, if you leave Ovi with time, he's going to score. It's almost like he's done it a few times.
Yeah, right? Just a little bit. Warsaw, our defense was terrible. Pulling Askey was a wake-up call decision. Okay.
Didn't work.
Didn't work tonight, unfortunately. We have little success, have some touches, score some undeserved goals the other night, and then you get tonight.
That's, you know what? Of one thing that we could say about Warsaw, he is not opposed to making a spicy comment.
No, and in some aspect, yeah, I would kind of say so. There were some nice plays there that were happening, and maybe they got a little too much of swagger going on in them after that, thinking, hey, all right, I can dipsy do Nate Schmidt, I can dipsy do Tanev and go in for a goal, or I can have a beautiful pass and I can go like this, like Adam Gaudette did,
Yeah.
like maybe they got a little arrogant, thought they could do the same thing against Washington. Now, just no.
Yeah, I mean, there was. I really, really hope that we don't have to deal with the ebbs and flows of the emotions of this team in terms of whether we win or lose, because as we saw at the beginning of the year, it was rough. I mean, I don't even remember how long the span of games was where it's just like it was dreadful to watch them.
Oh, 4-2. I mean,
So,
I think we all lost it after that first Utah game in Salt Lake.
yeah.
Just seeing how they came up. I mean, they were tied up and then just completely fell apart. And again tonight, completely fell apart.
Yeah, because you can't rely on a ailing New York Rangers that can't win at home to rescue you every time.
Yeah. Quote, yes, we have. Warsaw, when asked if they've asked for quicker and better decisions from Klingberg. All right. Cool. Where is it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put too much weight behind that one.
Yeah.
'Cause, I would just be happy with good decisions, even though they were slow.
Yeah. Warsaw continues on. We have to figure out. I know. We have to figure out as coaches and as a group to find that consistency. After a turnover, it snowballs, and the momentum shifts dramatically, and that can go in games as well. It's just.
I mean, yeah, I think that speaks volumes about his blender. Is just he wants any kind of consistency. How often have we, panned over, cut over to Warsaw, and he looks as frustrated as everybody watching the game? It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I remember that one where he's just leaning the back of his head against the glass.
The Utah game.
And I'm just like, I know I've come off as a bit of a Warsaw apologist, but I'm like, I think there's a bit of what do you want me to do? I can change the lines. I can bench Letty and Klingberg every so often, but even then, sometimes we still lose. There's no consistency.
Yeah. And like AJ's saying, that's Warsaw throwing Klingberg under the bus, guys. And probably in the I don't know, the most kind way possible. That's a message to GM Mike Rear: get rid of this bleeping guy.
Yeah, because he doesn't control the roster.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, when better for most nights, you're expecting more than half your defense to be a negative in terms of team play. There's nothing Warsaw can do there.
Yeah, and it goes to show you. Go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything. I was actually reading the comments.
Oh, I saw your mouth go. Like, so I wanted to let you run for a minute there. So yes, we have is that might be an interesting one. Hail Kine, and I'm sorry if I'm getting your name right. Hail Keen 888. Yes, I have. When asked if I have asked my child to eat their vegetables. Damn. Oh boy.
With pretty much the same amount of resistance as Klingberg making a good decision.
Yikes.
Skinner's status. Was it last game we had the announcement that both he and Misa had been moved to day-to-day?
They had moved to day. Skinner was skating today. We should also mention very much so. So Skinner is day-to-day. There was potentially talk he might have come back into this game. We'll see on that. Nothing set in stone for the road trip, but I would sense if they're getting close that he's coming on there. Michael Misa was placed on LTIR, which gives him a chance to go on a 2-week conditioning stint to the Barracuda. So that would be nice. And trust me, I think the Teddy Bear Toss game on Saturday is on the verge or already sold out. Friday's probably going to be right up there, especially now with Misa there.
Put Misa on the Teddy Bear Toss. Let him get a hat trick.
Oh my God! No, but I'm thinking he can reunite with Chernyshov, who's been tearing it up for the CUDA. I think he was named Rookie of the Month in the AHL for November.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If they can create the chemistry they had in Saginaw, Tyler, watch out.
And I'm going to say one thing. I do understand the frustration of we want this team to get better as quickly as possible, but there is some logic to both GMMG and Warsaw saying we're not going to tear apart the Barracuda this season just to make the Sharks better. I have no problem with giving Musty and Chernyshov time to get used to playing men's hockey, considering this is the both. I think both. Did Chernyshov play KHL? I don't remember.
You're gonna make me look up stuff.
Either way, but at least men's league hockey in the U.S. at a minimum.
Yeah, he did play in the KHL for, I believe it was Dynamo.
Okay, so he has played men's league hockey, but men's league hockey in the U.S. on NHL-sized rinks. Expect to see them probably next year based on their performance this year, but I have no problem with them staying in the AHL this year. I think it's a decision because we could have called them up instead of Ostapchuk or Regenda or any of them. It's clearly a planned thing, and I think they're just accepting that we are not making the playoffs this year is probably what the decision-making is from GMMG.
All right. Dynamo Moskov, he had 3 goals, an assist in 34 games with them in his draft year. Before he went to Saginaw with Michael Misa and tore it up there. Granted, he was injured part of the campaign there, so only 55 points in 23 games with Saginaw. Oh man, so.
Yeah, when Chernyshov got into Saginaw, it was not fair. If only there was more players on that team that could have played, they actually could have easily had made a deep playoff run, but they pretty much had only offense, no defense.
Yeah.
Which
And
that
Chern,
sounds very familiar. Which team sounds like that?
no way. No way. And Chernyshov nearly a point a game player for the CUDA this year with over 10 goals already. So you love to see it. If you're in town, CUDA, go see them. It should be fun, especially with the teddy bear toss night. I believe AJ said he was going to be there on Saturday. And if I'm not mistaken, this tells you how much I listen to technologists, as should you. He'll have the big Costco-sized teddy bear there to toss over onto the ice. That's always been a fun one to watch. Indeed. So, I think that'll do it for this one, my friend. I think we've.
Are you sure there's not any more sharks you want to bully today?
I mean, just gonna be. It's rough, and yeah, gonna be tough for Regenda to be sent down after scoring in 2 straight. It's gonna be tough if Regenda's sent down and a stop check still with the Sharks. That's how I look at it.
That's very true. If we're calling up, if we're bringing back either of our offensemen, I'm not sure which one would be done first. I'm assuming we'd get Skinner back since Misa will be on loan. But whoever we bring back first, I kind of hope that Ostapchuk is the first one that gets sent down.
Yeah, I would have to think that that's going to be, but again, it depends on the situation and who it and where they need the help. We'll see.
Guten Morgen, Ingo. Not good.
Yeah,
Not
Ingo,
good.
no.
Don't watch the game.
Yeah, no.
Do yourself a favor.
Just search Regenda's goal and call it a day because that's the best thing you got.
You might have more fun watching Paterka put up 4 points against the Ducks than watching the Sharks game.
Noted shark killer or JJ Paterka. It seems like Leonard on playing Smith. I know his tendencies. I mean, I just know how good he is, and he's good. He's going to be in this league. He's a special player, and it was fun to battle against him for the first time.
Now, I will ask the spicy question since I got to hear you on Discord. How are you feeling about the comparisons between Leonard and Smith?
I mean, tonight, not fun.
How much of tonight do you put on Smith?
You would like some more offensive help. That's a bummer. I mean, Washington did a hell of a job shutting them down. You'd be reversing the burn the tape for that one. But I know they're very high on Leonard, and they're giving him a chance to be in a spot where he can succeed nicely. So I get why they're kind of compared to each other a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I look at and maybe this is a head scratcher and where everything is with this team because Will Smith had maintenance days, so did Sam Dickinson and Misa, etc. And then you look at the Caps where they literally threw the guy into the cauldron, I guess you could say. I mean, even getting into the Stanley Cup playoffs, But and like AJ saying, the team let in 7. I'm not blaming offense. Yeah, the defense was poor. We mentioned it before. They had some chances early on, where like Dave B was kind of mentioning, it could have changed the outcome of this game early, and it didn't. And then Washington just jumped on it with 7 consecutive goals. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And you just need to be better, especially now that you're going on a 5-game road trip, which begins in Dallas on Friday night. Unfortunately, I don't think they're wearing those gorgeous third jerseys. Um, those are
Oh, I
I
miss.
hate Dallas, but those are French.
I
That's
mean, nothing. There's nothing wrong with our current jerseys, and there is a bit of but back in the day. But I still prefer the old style Sharks jerseys.
I don't know. I mean, this tonight was the first loss in Heritage 2.0. I mean, I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. If the Blues can wear those clown third jerseys from the 90s, why can't we wear these for a few games? What is the record for Heritage 2.0? It is 2-1, which I think is probably one of their most successful special jerseys they've had since they've had the special jerseys. I want to say go all the way back to like the Stadium Series. I think they were winless. Yeah, if I got to say it again, say they're 2-1 in these jerseys. They look fantastic. Yes, I know everybody would want the original ones, Tyler, but these look fantastic.
Well, I have to ask the question though. Who's the C?
Who's the C?
Who's the C?
Oh, dude. Okay. So first things first. This is one of my first personalized jerseys. And the reason why part of the
Is that
C
an
is
actual original, not
oh
the
yeah,
Heritage? Okay.
yeah. This is. Hang on. Let me. You're gonna have to do commentary here. But as I turn around,
Yeah, Puck Guy's turning around to show that we have a Puck Guy 14 in what is not a Heritage 2.0 jersey. And yes, AJ, you are right. 14 was Patrick Marleau, but he
right?
did not wear the C at that time.
Correct. Especially not in the Nike style. No, this is a Nike authentic. Mainly because I put the C on is I couldn't stand Todd Gill when this jersey came out.
Todd Gill.
Holy hell! Yes, Todd Gill. It's like you're not a leader on this team. I could be a better leader on this team. So, take it with me. So
You didn't say Marleau, but he was 14. He was 14.
yep,
But
Patty was 14 in these jerseys, and then what? Yeah, and Nolan was the one. Yeah, Nolan
yeah.
is
Um,
that was a guy that I loved and respected and brought
oh, yeah.
such goodness to it. So, all right, enough of the fashion show. We will get out of here. But yeah, if they're looking good, and hey, you know what? Yes, Brisbee Life, we are reaching back for the Todd Gill hate here. LOL. Right? There was a lot of rough in the time. I like, really? You have Nolan and you're not making him captain in 96? Come on now. Uh, okay. Anyways, that's for another time. Me and AJ can have fun with that.
Yeah, we can reach back for the old captain hate and like just old Sharks hate for
Yes.
off-season stuff.
Right. We could talk about the story of how Jeff Odgers flirted with my mom in the penalty box. So, but that's for another time. For now, that is it for this one. In case you missed anything or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or wherever you get your podcast. The podcast version will be up shortly. If you are watching us on YouTube, we appreciate your support. If you hit that like button and that subscribe button, please tell a friend or 100 and some of your frenemies who love hockey as well, because we do go live after every single Sharks game. Hit that notification bell as well. And of course, we'll recap everything this weekend on Pucknologist. So, Mr. Tyler, your final thoughts before we go fall asleep.
Are we able to call up future considerations? Is that an option? Because I mean, I'd take future considerations on the rink over certain players today.
Yeah. And as AJ saying, sadly, the NHL limits jersey usage. The Sharks were limited 4 nights this year with heritage jersey bastards. Yes, the next time you see these will be the final time. It will also mean one thing and one thing only. And that is...
I'm coming.
That's right. when these jerseys are being worn again, Ian Reed will be inside the Shark Tank March
That is
1st. So,
all right. Do we want to talk about what's being talked about in chat, or do we want to
oh,
leave that for another time?
we can. Chances NHL players don't go to the Olympics. I say 40%. I
More
say
and more I hear
40%.
about it, I think it might be more like 60.
Yeah, I mean it's starting to get very concerning. How do you? I mean,
I
okay.
mean, I
How
heard
do
like
you?
last time somebody checked on it, it didn't even have a roof. The ice isn't going to even be NHL sized.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be slightly bigger than what the Cow Palace ice dimensions were, and the Cow Palace was 185 by 85. The regulation rink is 200 by 85. Olympic size rink, which they normally would do, is 200 by 100. This is going to be 96.5 or 196.5 feet by 83 feet.
All right, I have to ask, did somebody fuck up on conversions? Because what is that?
I don't know.
But yeah,
It's a
it
head
is.
scratcher indeed.
It is not looking good for these Olympics in terms of hockey.
And there is no plan B.
I mean, I take that with a grain of salt because they have to have more than one rink.
Oh.
They
It,
have to have
it,
more than one rink because there's no way they'd be able to play all the games if they
no,
just have the one rink.
no. I completely concur. Plus, you also need to have a test run, and that's going to be. Yes, the order was made through Temu.
Yeah.
But I love our thing is just hilarious. According to Bill Daly, seems like NHL players are a week away from reserving all of Cabos and Lucas for the month of February.
To answer Treybone, there's a bunch. Uh, I mean, Northern Italy's not far from Switzerland, and we have the Swiss leagues.
Yeah, you could go
Uh,
there if absolutely need be.
Southern Germany, Austria, they all have leagues. It wouldn't be hard to find rinks. But I don't think Italy wants to do that because this is Italy's Olympics.
Right, and also at the same time, a lot of those international leagues play on 200 by 100.
Yeah.
They specifically said that they were going to do 200 by 85, which was quite interesting on that part. So,
Yeah, the NHL probably had their hand in that.
yeah, I'm sure. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it would just be an absolute frustrating thing to just have it squashed. And yeah, the easy choice is to play the Olympic Games in North America. But trust me, I guarantee you, they'll be like, those aren't the Olympics. We're just playing international hockey again. In North America, and there is something different about going overseas and playing the Olympics. And putting
Yeah.
your national country jersey on. I mean, yes, Four Nations was fantastic. I think a lot more fantastic than anybody ever expected. So,
Well, and unfortunately, if we want to talk about, the difference between the Olympics and Four Nations is if you're doing something like Four Nations, you're not really getting many more teams than those four because they have to be NHL players, and there's not a lot of nations that can form an entire team from the NHL.
right. And that's again there's another part of the thing. So there might be some panicking pretty soon if this keeps up, but that will be an ongoing chat uh, throughout the next couple months, let's be honest here. So, Tyler, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you as always. You're back here Friday, I believe.
I believe I am.
All right, you'll be stuck with the other Eric who spells his name the right way. I am the other one at PuckGuy14. We'll be back with you on Friday following Sharks in Dallas as they begin a very big road trip. Dallas Friday, Sunday afternoon in Carolina. You gonna go?
It's probably not looking like I'm going to go at this point.
Someone in Carolina hook this guy up. Come on now. Yeah, but you have Philly, then up to Toronto, and then back to Pennsylvania because you know how the NHL schedule makers just know exactly their geography. So until then, thanks for watching. Keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Have a great night. We will see you following Sharks and Stars on Friday. Good night, everyone.